Hi, welcome back to another episode of Wasting My Money So You Don't Have To. Today, I bought the most expensive crayons in the world. These are specialty made German crayons that cost $100 for 24. That is almost 29 times more expensive than these Crayola crayons that I got at Walmart, which is absolutely wild. And today I'm gonna put these crayons through a variety of tests to see if they're actually worth the hefty price tag. Now, even though I've been testing out the craziest art supplies for the past 8 years here on YouTube, I actually have no idea what these crayons are gonna be like, and I'm extremely curious to see. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so here they are in all of their $100 glory. And my very first impression of these is that they're fancy. These crayons are by the German brand Stockmar, and these crayons are from their Wachschmalfarben line, which is the most German name I have ever heard in my life. There's 24 of these crayons, making each crayon about $2.40 a piece. These crayons seem to be a lot thicker than a regular crayon. And these crayons, they come with this little tool, and this tool helps you scoop out the crayons, making them easier to grab so you don't have to use your hand to do it. And even though these crayons did cost $100, the packaging itself definitely doesn't look like it's $100 packaging. And according to this pamphlet right here, the reason it is just a plain box is because they're trying to be environmentally friendly and not have additional excess packaging, which I think is very nice. And even though this is very environmentally friendly, which I think is great, it still does not scream to me that it's worth $100. But that's okay, because I'm not here to judge too quickly, because maybe the $100 price tag on these lies within the formula. Should you buy these crayons for $100? That's going to be something up for debate. But something that's not up for debate is helping bring back the lights to the gardens of gold. This video is sponsored by Midas Merge. Midas Merge is a fantasy merge 3-item game where you combine creatures and treasures to complete quests and bring back light into the gardens of gold. In the game, you're helping King Midas and Queen Leah fight against Nyx, the goddess of night, who has turned the whole garden dark. And it's your job to bring back the light. And one of my favorite parts of the game that I think makes it stand out are the creatures of the garden. You hatch them from a little egg and you evolve them by merging items. And specifically, I like the Cappy Bird, which transforms from a cute little baby into this beautiful full-grown form. And it's been pretty fun to be able to see all these little creatures and what they're gonna evolve into. And I've also been enjoying the fact that it's just a fun, chill game that you can play at home. You can play offline, there's no ads to interrupt gameplay, and you don't hit any dead ends while you're playing, which I think is huge because you can explore the game at your own time and pace. At this point in time, I may or may not already be on level 14. And because you guys are awesome, Midas Merge was kind enough to offer my audience a free gift. If you're one of the first 100 people to download the game using my link or my QR code, you'll get a level 2 U-Turtle that's named after my channel, which is so fun. The U-Turtle is an adorable creature that can help boost your gardens, so you don't want to miss out on that. So if you're looking for a fun, relaxing fantasy world game that's free, you can join me in the magical world of Midas Merge. You can download it through the link in my description box or my QR code. I hope to see you there. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Thank you to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. These crayons provide a unique experience to the world of color. They are both vibrant and translucent. They have a pleasant beeswax smell. They boast outstanding color properties. They are continuously monitored for the best quality and safety. And apparently that's it. That's all for the specs. So these are made with beeswax, which is significantly more expensive than paraffin wax, which you would see. Okay, I think it's over. So yes, these crayons are made with beeswax instead of the traditional paraffin wax, which you would find with the cheap Crayolas. And I can definitely see what they mean by these have a pleasant beeswax smell. I don't think I've ever smelt beeswax from Germany before, but if I could imagine what it would smell like, I feel like it smells exactly like this. Like very pleasant, fresh, open-aired meadows with a lot of pollen, blue skies, and maybe some sheep frolicking around. Smells fantastic. But unfortunately, when I think about crayon smells, I'm not thinking about beautiful Germany. I'm thinking about 1999, first day of kindergarten, with freshly cracked open Crayola crayons. I swear, there is no more nostalgic smell on this earth than a good Crayola crayon. The next thing about these crayons that contribute to the $100 price tag are the pigments. And I'm going to assume that they put a lot of pigment inside of each one of these crayons to make them very, very vibrant. So let's test it out. On a black piece of paper, I'm going to compare a white Crayola crayon and see what the pigment on that looks like. Very nice, we love her. And on the other side, I'm going to compare the Stockmeyer crayons. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there is a very clear winner as far as pigment goes. I feel like the difference is night and day. In fact, I don't even have to show you B-roll because it's just so clear. You can see it clearly from my camera that's like 5 feet away from me. The pigment on this is absolutely fantastic. And the last major spec of these crayons are the colors. There's no weird colors inside this. Every single color is a color that I would absolutely need at one point in time for artwork. The only thing I think is weird though about these colors, for some reason there's like 6 browns and reds and blues, but there's only one single yellow variety in this whole entire thing. What's up with that? But other than that, these colors are absolutely fantastic. Now, at this point in time, I think that most people who are watching this video can clearly see the difference that these $100 crayons are much nicer and better in every single way than these Crayolas. But something that the average person may not know is that there are professional grade artist quality wax crayons. This is by the fancy brand Crayons, which offers premium art supplies. This comes with 10 wax crayons. These have the highest quality of pigments. They're completely light fast, meaning that they won't fade over time. They come in a padded, protected aluminum tin. And the best part about these wax-based professional crayons is they only cost 17 bucks, which makes each crayon $1.71, which makes it cheaper per crayon than these ones. So yeah, I knew immediately when I was gonna buy these crayons that I have to test them against Crayons. And Crayons in its quality is so highly ranked amongst artists. Anytime you see one of those YouTube videos that's like, I tested $1 colored pencils against $500 colored pencils, I can guarantee you that almost every single time the colored pencils that they're using are Crayons colored pencils. And even through all of that reputation, all of its history, these crayons are still more expensive. So let's even the playing field and compare the two crayons, starting with the formula. All right, so when we last left off, you saw how good the quality was compared to Crayola. But now, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. And the closest color that I could get to the Crayons one is this cobalt blue hue color. And it's not a perfect match as far as colors go because they're made with different pigments. They're more vibrant because Crayons has the luxury of not making the crayons non-toxic / safe to eat. And not to be shady, but I feel like if you're concerned with your child eating the crayon, maybe you shouldn't buy them the $100 crayons. Because again, Crayola is completely non-toxic. So I don't know, that's just my own personal 2 cents. All right, so first up, here are the German crayons. Okay, so there she is, what we just saw. And the closest color that I could get to the Crayons one is this cobalt blue hue color. Okay, wow. So the difference in formula is actually pretty extreme. Because the Stockmeyer crayons are made with beeswax, beeswax tends to be a lot more like waxier and a lot more chunkier when used inside of a crayon. And looking at the swatches side by side, you can definitely see just how much more chunkier and waxy and uneven the Stockmeyer crayons really are. And look, even on my camera, you can see like just how much more shinier and reflective the beeswax really is. And the reason it's harder to work with beeswax as an artist is because it's so chunky and so shiny and slippery and waxy, it makes it a lot more difficult to blend. And as an artist, if you're trying to make something, that's not good if you're not able to blend. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay. God dang it. Oh my God. So for the blending, I'm gonna try to blend these two colors that go really well together, and in theory should blend very easily. For some reason, my eyes are watering so bad right now. I'm literally crying because my eyes are watering so bad. Ugh. Alright, as far as blending goes, this is the best that I was able to do. And don't get me wrong, crayons are already kind of tough to blend, but when they're really, really waxy like this, it just makes it almost impossible. Alright, now let's try the Caran d'Ache colored... I keep wanting to say colored pencils! And now I'm going to show you the Caran d'Ache side and how they blend. As you can see, the Caran d'Ache is just a clear winner. It is absolutely perfectly blended. And I feel like I've tried these crayons in the past and I don't remember them being this good. And not to mention, I spent more time with the Stockmar crayons trying to blend them. And even then, that was the best result that I could get. Actually, you know what I just remembered? I did use these Caran d'Ache colored crayons a long time ago. Whenever I drew the Mona Lisa with crayons, I used the Caran d'Ache ones. And even then, I don't remember them blending this well. You know what I mean? It seems like they've had a much better hike in quality since then. Suspiciously. The whole entire point of having crayons is to draw with them. So, for the drawing section of this video, I'm gonna draw 3 separate things. One drawing with the Caran d'Ache crayons, and of course, because I'm not gonna leave out my boy, I'm gonna draw one with Crayola crayons. And with the 3 drawings, we'll compare how the Stockmar crayons perform. Do they resemble more Crayola, or do they lean closer to the Caran d'Ache? I don't know, let's find out. Okay, so I finished the drawings, and I had to draw something extremely simple because I was drawing it 3 different times. When you take a closer look, it's absolutely insane to me that these crayons that cost $100 performed so similar to $2 Crayolas. I truly don't think you can tell a difference. But on the other hand, whenever you compare them to artist grade pencils, crayons, the depth of color, the pigment, how they work, like everything about them is just so much better to use for artwork. And yet again, as we've seen time after time after time again on this channel, just because it's an expensive art supply doesn't mean it's good. And this leads me to my final thoughts. Why would somebody buy these crayons? What can you get with these crayons that you can't get anywhere else? And I think I have found the answer to both of those things. According to the website, this company, Stockmar, is actually a pretty good company. Every step of the way in manufacturing these crayons and their products, the company focuses on ecological and social sustainability the entire process. And apparently their parent company puts their profits to use in a way that benefits society. And after that, the paragraph ends, but I'm assuming that that means they do some kind of like charity work, or maybe they pay their employees really well. So that's why these crayons are so pricey, is because every inch of this product is sustainably made, and according to the website, the company takes the profits and tries to do awesome things with it. I'm not hating here too hard because I can totally get behind that. Helping out other people, period. We love that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much again for watching. I hope you guys learned a little something something. I have also tested out the most expensive watercolors and colored pencils in the world. If you want to check that out, I will leave it in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe, check out Meet Us Merge. And with that being said, happy drawing, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.